I have not always had a positive relationship with money. I didn't know how to manage money, and that led me into $40,000 of debt, left me with a tense relationship with my husband, and a lot of sleepless nights. And before I was able to pay off that debt and start working with my husband as a team to achieve our financial goals, I had to change my money mindset. Once I did that, once I fixed my mindset, I was able to develop healthy money habits and start building wealth. In this video, I'm gonna tell you about how I changed my money mindset. So if you are in a situation where you are currently in debt, or you're struggling to save, or you're too scared to even check your bank account, just know that I have been there. And here are the things that helped me develop a positive money mindset. By the way, I'm Lorianne. I'm the co-founder of Dow Janes and a money coach. And in this video, we're gonna fix your mindset. The first thing I did was I confronted my money beliefs. I realized that a lot of the things I believed about money stemmed from beliefs that I had picked up as a child. These were not actually things that were true, but they were in my subconscious, and some of them were in my conscious mind that were just lodged there. Beliefs like rich people are evil or greedy, or you should never pass up a good deal, even if you don't need it. Now, I sat down and I journaled and I really thought through the things that I believed about money and the feelings that I had about money. Then I reviewed that list and I asked myself if for each belief, if it was creating more money in my life or keeping me from having more money. Negative associations were keeping me away from money, and positive associations were helping me create more money. If I saw that a belief I had was preventing money from coming into my life, then I knew it was time to ditch it and replace it. The second thing I did was I created a new money persona. I believe that before you can make any kind of substantial change, you need to first change the way that you see yourself. Otherwise, if you do something that's inconsistent with your personal identity, you just won't stick with it. You'll revert back to who you truly believe that you are. And the problem with a lot of the goals that we set is that they are simply outcome-based. It's like, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to pay off $5,000 of debt. Those are great goals, but in order to achieve them, you need to think of yourself as the kind of person who can achieve them, who can do that, or the kind of person who is 20 pounds skinnier, or the kind of person who is debt-free. So it's really helpful to change your perception of yourself rather than relying on motivation, which will fade, right? You're initially inspired, but you need to actually change who you think you are. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, he says that to change your behavior for good, you need to start believing new things about yourself. You need to build identity-based habits. That means you actually take new actions, but they're actions that are a match for the new identity that you want to believe. You create a new identity for yourself and then develop the habits that support that new identity so that you actually believe it. To help myself, I wrote about who I wanted to be with money. I wrote about Luxury Lori. Let me find her here. Luxury Lori views money as a form of self-care. She uses money to take very good care of herself. She feels excited, empowered, and masterful when it comes to money. She's careful with her money and gets a lot more joy out of it because she spends it on things that have a really big impact on her life and her experience of life. She knows her numbers, and as a result, she is able to spend money without feeling guilty. All right, that's just an example of a money persona. When I first wrote that persona, it felt like a stretch. That wasn't who I was with money at the time, but that is who I am with money now. And through the repetition of reading that persona over and over to myself and starting to take actions that were a match for Luxury Lori instead of broke Lori, I started to change the way I saw myself, and my financial situation changed to match it. So what does your money persona look like? Give her a name, talk about how she acts with money, talk about how she feels with money. I would love to meet her, so tell me about your new money persona in the comments down below. All right, the third thing I did was I practiced higher level thoughts. In my program, The $1 Million a Year, we teach about the difference between lower level thoughts and higher level thoughts. Lower level thoughts are negative and they focus on the problem, and they often make you a victim. Higher level thoughts require more energy and they are hopeful They give you power over your situation and agency. They help you realize you're not stuck. So for example, a lower level thought would be, I suck at saving money. A higher level thought is, I am learning to save money each day. Or a lower level thought would be, I will never be able to retire. Higher level thought would be, money has the ability to grow when invested. If I invest enough, I will be able to retire and it's not too late to start. So keep an eye out for hearing yourself say lower level thoughts and reach for a higher level thought, a better level of energy and a commitment to a solution. Okay, the fourth thing I did, and this was really important, is I invested in my financial education. I invested my time and I invested my money to learn about money. And I have learned a lot about money. I knew that if I wanted to be wealthy, money had to be something that I felt comfortable around. I had to feel confident in my ability to manage money. It couldn't be something that I felt scared or insecure around. So I read a ton of books, I took courses, I spoke to people who had better financial acumen than I did, and I got myself financially literate and feeling confident and capable with money. Okay, final thoughts. If you want to learn more about how I got out of debt and started building wealth, I would invite you to check out our free masterclass, Think Like an Investor. I go pretty deep into my personal story in that class and talk more about how I built wealth on the other side of changing my relationship to money. I will leave a link to that in the description. And if this topic resonated with you, we dive a lot deeper into how to change your money mindset, and we even give you a step-by-step workbook on it in our program, The $1 Million Year. I'm gonna leave a link to that in the description as well so you can check it out. And finally, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's an easy way to support us so that we can create free resources to help you on your journey to financial wellness.